Hey beauties, welcome back to Full Face Fridays. Okay, so today, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be doing a full face of Huda Beauty. Look how this face looks. Super flawless. I'm extremely excited for you guys to see this tutorial. When I think of Huda Beauty, I just think of full glam, long-lasting makeup. But before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you won't miss a future upload. Okay, so we're going to start off with the brows. We're going to be using their Bomb Brows Microshade Brow Pencil in the shade Black Brown. So far I'm liking the brow pencil. I don't know if you guys can see. Look how small the tip is. Like, it's really fine. Usually I would say that you don't have to spend a lot of money on brow pencils because the drugstore has many options, but I feel like this one is really good for beginners. That's the only thing, you have to be really careful. It's so thin that it breaks off easily. Okay, so I cleaned up the brows and prepped my lids off camera. Now we're going to be using her Toffee Brown eyeshadow palette. I have other eyeshadow palettes from Huda Beauty. I should have actually done a poll on Instagram to see which one you would like to see, but it's too late now. First, I'm going to take the yellow shade. Okay, now that I blended it out to my desired pigment, I'm going to be taking now this brown shade. To deepen it up, I'm going to be taking this warm brown shade. I'm just going to be patting that down on the outer V. No dragging, just patting. Now we're going to be using one of these shimmers. I'm not sure which one I want to use, so I'm just going to swatch all four of them. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use these two shimmers on the lid, and then this one on the inner corner. Just trying to use as much shades as possible. And now I'm going to take the more bronzy one in the middle. Then with the same brush that I used for that darker brown, I'm just going to diffuse the edges. I'm going to do the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. Now I'm going to be creating a wing with her light liner in the shade Extreme Black. I honestly thought I wasn't gonna like this because of the brush, but it's very easy to work with. The only thing about the formula is you have to work really fast with it because it's drying. That's the word I was looking for. The formula is very gooey. That's the only thing. It dries way too fast. I forgot to even show you. The one side is liquid liner and one side is just an eye pencil, which I'll be using later. I almost forgot. I'm over here trying to put lashes off camera. I want to try her mascara. It's the Curl and Length Mascara. Alright, so we're gonna try the curl side first. I don't know if you see a difference, but I think this did a really good job. My lashes grow down, so this was really good. Now I'm going to try the length side and see what happens. It can get a little bit clumpy, but I think it really did a good job. This is a good pair. Now I'm going to put my lashes off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so I did the lashes off camera. Now we're going to be doing the face. So now we're going to prime the face with their Water Jelly Hydrating Primer. This feels really liquidy. Has no scent, which I prefer in my skincare. I think one pump goes a long way. I think I put 2 or 3. So I'm just gonna let that dry for a few minutes. So this has made my face extremely tacky, which is perfect for when you put foundation. Your foundation is gonna adhere to the face better and it'll make your makeup last longer. I don't consider it a hydrating primer. I just feel like it has a cooling effect, and from the tackiness I know that my makeup is gonna last long. Now I'm going to take her FAUXFILTER Luminous Matte Full Coverage Foundation in the shade Butter Pecan. And this is a thick. Oh, this is a full coverage foundation. I don't want to use that much. Yes, this is full coverage. So a little does go a long way. First impression, I do like the foundation. The only thing is I have dry skin, so that primer did not hydrate my skin enough. So had I paired it with one of the primers that I usually use, I think it would look better on my skin. Now I'm going to use her Overachiever Concealer in the shade Cookie Dough. I don't know how much to put because the foundation is so full coverage. Just gonna put a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm going to cream contour. I'm going to be using the TANTOUR Contour Bronze Cream in the shade Medium. This is not a first impression for me. I love this product. I use it for all of my clients. It's so creamy. It gives you the best contour. It's just, I love this. This is the shade. I depotted this for my client. The rest is for me. So a little goes a long way. So you just have to be really careful with this product. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit. There, it's better. Should have zoomed you guys in a long time ago. And if you feel like it's too harsh, you just, with your beauty sponge or whatever you use that for foundation, you just tap it on real quick. Now I'm going to be using her Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder in the shade Pound Cake. And this is a huge staple in my collection. I also use this for all of my clients. I love the powder. The only thing I do wish was that it was not scented. The scent is very overpowering, but it is good. I'm going to set my face with a different powder and I'll be right back. Being that she doesn't have powder bronzer or powder blush, I'm going to be doing that off camera because I just want this video to be strictly Huda Beauty. Okay, I put a little bit of bronzer and blush. The bronzer and the blush went on smoothly. So I'm really digging the foundation. The only thing I don't like is that primer at the moment because, I don't know, being that, mind you, the foundation is not, it's matte, but it's not drying. I don't feel my face tight or anything. I just know that I don't like that primer. Had I used something that I normally use, my foundation, I think, would have looked better. Mind you, it looks flawless already, but it's just my opinion. Now we're going to do the lower lash line. I'm going to be taking the dark brown and blending it out with the light brown. And then the yellow. Now I'm gonna go back to that that eyeliner duo, and I'm just gonna put the black on the waterline. Now I'm going to be taking the mascara, but I'm only going to be using the volume side. Now for the lips, we're going to be using her lip contour lip liner in the shade Spice Girl. I've actually never used her lip liners before. Super creamy. Oh my god. I wanted to use the Wishful Eye Lift and Snatch eye mask and the chin lift. I forgot. Damn it. So now we're going to be using her matte lipstick. I bought two shades, Board Meeting and Hustle Up. Let's see. So this is Board Meeting and this one is Hustle Up. This one is more pinky, so it doesn't go with my look, so I'm going to be using the Board Meeting. Wow. I don't know the scent, but the lipstick smells really, really good. Before I put highlighter, I'm going to be using her Glow Coco Hydrating Mist. Wow, this smells really good. I thought it was going to smell like coconut, but it smells like perfume. I know that she sells perfume on her site, but hopefully she has something that smells like this. Now for highlight, we're going to be using the Medium Glow Obsession Mini Face Palette. Let's just swatch all 4 shades. These are the 4 shades in order. So beautiful. I might use this shade because this one is too bright. The highlighters are super creamy. If I would have used the first one, it would have been beaming, but this is giving me like a glow from within. I'm going to set my face one more time and we're going to do an overview. I almost forgot to do the inner corner highlight. I was actually going to use that light shimmer shade in the eyeshadow palette, but I'm not. I'm going to use the lightest shade on the highlighter palette. See how that brightened up the eyes? Beautiful. Perfect. Let me zoom you guys out so we can do the overview. Okay, so let's start off with the brows. I really enjoyed the brow pencil. If you have very sparse eyebrows, this will be perfect for you because you can actually draw in the hair strokes. My eyebrows aren't that bad, but I really enjoyed this. The only thing is that it's going to take you a little bit longer to do your eyebrows, being that it's so tiny, but I actually do recommend it and I think it will be perfect for beginners. As for the eyeshadow palette, this was my first time using this eyeshadow palette, but I'm familiar with Huda's formula. Very buttery, very creamy. The shimmers are insane. I use them for my clients all the time, and I really enjoyed this palette. If you want something simple, bronzy, then this will be up your alley. Okay, as for the mascara, the only bad thing about the mascara, it can get very clumpy. The only advice I can give is that once you take it out, make sure you just, you know, take a lot of the excess off. But I think this works really well. My lashes personally grow down, and the curl side did curl it up really well, and the lengthening side did lengthen them. As for the eyeliner, you guys know, well, if you're new here, my favorite thing about makeup is eyeliner, so I'm extremely picky about eyeliner. The brush on this, I thought I was gonna actually hate. I actually loved it. The only thing is the formula. It's easy to work with, but it's very drying. And it's kind of gooey, which is not a problem. I just wish that it didn't dry as fast. If not, it would be perfect. Now for this water jelly primer. If you want your makeup to last all day, I recommend this. But the only thing is, if you have normal to oily skin, I recommend it. It will make your makeup last. But the only thing is that for people that have dry skin like myself, I wouldn't use this alone because it's not as hydrating as it says. Yes, it feels good and refreshing and cooling, but if you're using a matte foundation when having dry skin, it's just not gonna work. It's very sticky, so I don't know. Although I'm not saying that my makeup looks terrible, my makeup looks very, very good. I think this is by far the best my makeup has looked on my channel because that's what Huda Beauty is. When I think of Huda Beauty, I just think of flawless makeup, glam makeup. Like this makeup is for when you want to go out and you want it to last. But me personally, I don't feel like my skin is hydrated enough. As for the foundation, I will have to try it again with my usual primers, but so far I did actually enjoy it. For having dry skin, this wasn't super mattifying. It's very comfortable on the skin. It is a little bit dry. My skin doesn't feel dry, but it is a little bit dry and you have to work really, really fast with it. But if you have dry skin and you want to use a mattifying foundation, I would suggest going with the Milani Dewy Primer or the Fenty Hydrating Primer, which was, I'm going to try both of those primers with this foundation because I actually like the fact that it's full coverage and it does what it claims. It says FAUXFILTER Luminous Matte. It is luminous, it is matte, and it looks like I have a filter on my freaking face right now. As for the concealer, it says high coverage creamy concealer. It is extremely full coverage. It is creamy in the beginning, but you have to work fast with it. It is drying and it's kind of sticky because I prep my lids with this. And it's actually good for prepping your lids because being that it's sticky, it made the shadows be more vibrant. So I really enjoyed this. Like I said previously, the TANTOUR Contour and Bronzer Cream. This is not new to me. I love this. Like I said, I use this all the time for my clients because it just gives you a sharp contour. It's super pigmented. A little goes a long way. Like this, it's not cheap, yes, but it will last you a long time. I think you even need a less than a pea-size amount for an entire face. As for her Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder, like I said before, I'm not new to this either. I wish it didn't have a scent because sometimes it does bother my clients and me too because I'm very sensitive to smell. Some clients do love it, but some, you know, get taken back with such a strong scent. I remember her foundation having that strong scent, which is why I didn't buy it in the past. I bought it now because I know that it doesn't have that scent. If she makes this powder without that scent, it will be perfect. I mean, it's perfect now. This is what I use for my clients, but it's just the scent is so overpowering. Now for the lip liner, I really enjoyed this. It's super creamy. I'm gonna get a few more shades, being that this one was a little too dark. And as for the matte lipsticks, I really enjoyed them. I love the color. They're creamy. It says that they're matte, but to me they're not matte. I know they're not kiss proof, but very comfortable on the lips and very pigmented. For her Glow Coco Hydrating Mist, this is very hydrating, but it's not a dewy mist, which is good because not everybody wants a dewy look. And the scent is very strong, but I'm not gonna lie, this smells amazing. I still smell it on my face. I know some people would not like that, which is why I'm mentioning it, but I love this. Last but not least, this highlighter palette, I really enjoyed it. It's so buttery, creamy. It gives you a glow from within. Like, do you see that? Glowy. And I honestly think that these will be beautiful on the lids too. So every time I do a full face Friday, I keep forgetting to do a wear test on the foundations. So what I'm going to do is get on the camera later on. Right now it's 11:59. I'll check on you guys later on and let you know my thoughts. Okay, so right now it's 7 o'clock. I've been wearing this makeup for 7 hours. Let me zoom you guys in so you can take a closer look. So I haven't touched up my makeup at all today. I ate, I cleaned, I went to Walmart. I even tried to learn the TikTok dance. I don't even know why the fuck I was even trying to do that. Sweating. The lip liner is still intact. Like, it's super long lasting. The only thing I don't have on is the lipstick. Let's add some on real quick. So I did notice like around my nose, it did start to crack a little bit. It's a little bit oily. But overall, this held up really, really nice. For being a matte foundation, it didn't feel super drying on the skin. This is not something that I would wear every day, like I said before. It's something that I would wear if I'm going out and I want my makeup to last, or if I want full glam makeup. But you can see everything is intact. The foundation, the contour, the highlight, just everything. The eyeliner, the mascara, everything is just, I'm super, super impressed. Yes, I would use the foundation again, but I would have to use my own primers. The concealer, I don't like. It's creasing a lot. Of course, everybody's gonna get some creasing under their eyes, but this is creasing up even more. The formula is too drying, but I did like it to prep my lids because it was sticky, and I just felt like the eyeshadows were able to blend better and be more pigmented. Overall, I'm super impressed with everything else. But overall, I have nothing bad to say. Of course, not everything is gonna work for everybody. Let me know what one brand tutorial you would like next. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.